Good morning, and welcome to the Creative Living Fellowship Sunday morning service. Please stand and join us in our opening song, Holy, Holy Way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love is all around me.
Let me know that love is all around me.
Oh, let me know that love is all around me.
Let me know that love is all around me.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me learn from all the ways I fall.
Let me learn from all the ways I fall.
Oh, let me know that love will heal us all.
Let me know that love will heal us all.
Oh, let me know that love will heal us all.
Let me know that love will heal us all.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way. Thank you, LeeLee, for leading us in our opening song. And I want to welcome everyone here today, including those online, whether you've joined us on Facebook or on YouTube or through our website. If you'll leave a comment so that we can acknowledge your presence, we would greatly appreciate it. Either way, thank you for being here. If this is your first time online watching us, we also invite you to go to our website to sign up for the email list, which means that you will receive weekly newsletters about all the events and who we are. So, welcome, and we hope you'll join us time and time again. My name is Deborah Covington, and I am your host this morning for the service. So let me tell you about what you can expect. Creative Living Fellowship is an independent religious science church, and we honor all paths that lead to truth. Our deep intention here is to be a community of love, care, and connection that opens hearts, expands consciousness, and transforms lives. And we do that through the principles and practices of the science of mind and spirit. The science of mind is a new thought, ancient wisdom teaching that provides us with tools for living our best possible lives. Our founder, Ernest Holmes, said, "The more power one gives to his thought, the more completely he believes that his thought has power, the more power it will have. Yeah, let's breathe in those brilliant words. Today, I want us to welcome back one of our favorite friends, LeeLee Robert, who will be our spiritual inspiration and also guiding us and leading us in our congregational songs. So let's give her a warm welcome back. So pleased to have her here with us. Reverend Dr. Sherry has the day off, and she will be back next week. We are, however, in very, very good hands with our favorite friend, Reverend Glenn Swain, who will serve as our guest speaker today. So welcome, Reverend Glenn. It's a special day. Adjunct practitioner Elena Larner facilitated our pre-service meditation. She is also holding high watch for this service, which means that she is sitting in meditation and prayerful contemplation, holding a space for the perfect unfoldment of our service. Thank you, Elena, for your constant service. Fran Peck is serving as our practitioner of the day, and she will be offering our evocation. That will be followed by our congregational chant, The World. And while we all know it here, the words will be on the screen. I encourage us all to take the words into our heart because they are very beautiful, powerful words. After the chant, Fran will be back with the inspirational reading. Right now, I would like to invite up Fran for our evocation.
Thank you. So let's just turn within. Just in gratitude, recognizing that one power, that one presence, that one life that is the source of us all, that one life that is my life, the life of each of us here. Knowing this spiritual truth, I bless this service, knowing that it unfolds perfectly, divinely, God's time, God's way. I bless each and every person and their service to this community and this service. I know that we are blessed as we are blessings. And I bless the Creative Living Fellowship congregation, knowing that it is a divine idea in the mind of God, and that they are blessed as they are blessings. I bless Reverend Dr. Sherry, knowing that she is in her perfect, relaxed, and resting state. I bless Reverend Glenn and his message, knowing that it is divinely inspired. I bless LeeLee and her music, knowing that we each receive that for which we have need. And so in gratitude for this knowing, in gratitude for the perfect manifestation of this word spoken, and for the perfect unfolding of this day, I simply say, thank you, life, thank you, God, and so it is. The world is a great, great love for all. The world is a place of great light for all. When all's said and done, we're all from the one. The world is a place of great peace. I am a place of great love for all. I am a place of great light for all. When all's said and done, we're all from the one. I am a place of great peace. You are a place of great love for all. You are a place of great light for all. When all's said and done, we're all from the one. You are a place of great peace. We are a place of great love for all. We are a place of great light for all. When all's said and done, we're all from the one. We are a place of great peace. The world is a place of great peace. Our reading this morning, The Power of Decision by Raymond Charles Barker. Decision is the most important function of the individual mind. No creative process can begin until a decision is made. Having made the decision, every right idea will flow into my consciousness. Each idea will reveal itself at the instant I need it. The creative process awaits your decision and your calm acceptance of the necessary work on your part following the decision. Idea follows idea as you proceed in the work of bringing to pass that which you decided would now be. Decisions, decisions. Life is all about choices, decisions. Sometimes I procrastinate about decisions I should make, and then life happens anyway. Decisions, decisions, or division. Decisions, or division. Division, division. Sometimes I lose my faith. Division. When I become afraid that my good just won't be paid, and I don't deserve the good I've made. Division, decisions, or division. Decisions, or division. Do we make decisions that promote harmony, or do we create division for a lesser destiny? Decisions or division, they create different chords. Awareness that creates peace or decisions or division. The choice is always up to our position. Let's partner with the divine, create a life that is sublime. You know the source is yours and mine with your decisions. Decisions or division. Decisions or division. It's your decision. Thank you.
Thank you, LeeLee. This is what happens when you give a musician the talk title and they write a song about it, right? That just happened. Thank you, LeeLee. That's fantastic. I've been thinking about the monthly theme is living life on intentional living, basically. And yeah, my talk today is about decisions or the vision. And the direction of our talk is pretty much going to be the importance of making good decisions and where do we make those decisions from. And also, I'm going to give you two very, very practical ways of making good decisions that have helped me throughout the years. And both have come from practitioners, by the way, in science of mind. So I think that's going to really help you in many ways of making just simple decisions and also big decisions also. Mentioned the Raymond Charles Barker. He is a writer and author. He also started his first Science of Mind church in 1946, and he wrote The Power of Decision and other writings. And his, go back to what Fran had said from the reading. Decision is the most important function of the individual mind. And I find that very interesting. When I first read that years ago, it really moved me quite a bit, just the importance of the decisions that we are making decisions at each moment. We all made a decision to actually wake up this morning. Thankfully for that. That's good. It's a good thing. I made a decision to have a really nice breakfast. I made a decision to how to get here in a good time up the 101. I was telling LeeLee earlier, I made a decision to play an old Jim and Jesse bluegrass gospel record from the 1960s up here. So I really enjoyed that. So these we make the decisions not really even thinking about it, and it from what I've learned, it's really important to learn to make an intelligent decision. It always works out better that way. An unintelligent thought produces an unintelligent result, so it just stands to reason that an intelligent thought would prove to be an intelligent result. So, and there's certainly nothing stronger than an intelligent thought that leads to a decision. So we're in all agreement that decisions are very important. We do them all the time. And some tend to be appear to be more important than others. And I was harkening back to Reverend Sherry and her theme last week. She was talking about intention. What is our intention as we go throughout our day, making our decisions and doing what we want to do? And I see decision as a volition. Volition is the power of using one's will to make something happen. And it comes to, for me, I start asking myself questions. Am I making mindless decisions or mindful decisions? And am I leading or am I being led? I'm going to think about decisions now. I'll look at it that way and try to, of course, lead my own way. I've in the past, I've had problems sometimes with making decisions. I'm much better at it now, by the way. And years ago, I would make decisions or on the verge of making a decision, but I would stop and I would poll the room. I'd call friends and acquaintances and hear people out about, getting their views on it. There's nothing wrong about talking to people, getting informed information and knowledge about something. It's not really polling the room. But mine was different. I would poll the room, hoping that someone would say the right things, that then I would make that decision. When I was in practitioner training, by the way, we had done, I remember this has been years of 2009. I remember coming up with, discovering this word inertia. And in many ways, in my old way of trying to make decisions, I would be in inertia. Inertia is a word that explains basically a line that's going this way or this way. And keeps going that way until something hits it to make it go another way. And so I started getting out in inertia, getting into discernment. Was a big thing for me. So I started looking at a decision and discerning what would be best for me. And it really helped me. And it also helped me knock me out of the inertia of things that we can get into where we're spinning round and round with something and we're going one way. So it takes some kind of a different thought or a 2x4 to make you go another way. It's been that too. Barker writes in his book, The Power of Decision, the inability to make decisions indicates you have not accepted yourself as an independent individual. Isn't that neat? You've not accepted yourself. You have no thought in yourself that you can make a right decision, so you want others to make them for you. He also writes that new ideas are always as near as your next thought. It's really that simple. He puts it, strikingly simple that way. So we certainly want to make an intelligent decision, and we want to make a well-informed decision. All those work together in unison. And I'm going to tell a story of Reverend Sherry, by the way. We had lunch a couple weeks ago, and we were over at Carolyn Commons, and she was talking about her decision she made one day. She was driving, and she came to one of those Scottsdale roundabouts. And she says it was really interesting once, and I thought I knew where I was going. So she goes into this roundabout and decided just go right, because that's probably the way, it's probably to go. Well, of course it wasn't, so she got way down there somewhere, so she came back to the roundabout apparently, and decided to go back around. Well, this is the one next to the right. She goes out that way. It's lost again. And I'm not kidding. She said she was out there for like about 2 hours trying to find her way. So we're calling it the Reverend Sherry Memorial Roundabout. And but it was funny. We were having lunch, and it was just very striking how we can make a decision if we don't know where we're going. We don't have our own GPS going. We can go off somewhere, and we're not going in a straight line to where we really in a smart way. And to make a decision to go where we want to go. And I know she won't mind if I tell her that story. You can ask her next week. She won't mind. So really to make better informed, knowledgeable decisions, we really need to bring spirit into all of our decisions. And we talk about this on Reverend Sherry, whatever her talk is each week, it's always coming back to spirit is within us, and the law allows us to do things through that spirit. God's working through us as us, basically. Everything that is spoken from here is always coming from that foundational place. And so and I'm sure Reverend Sherry's talked about, and I do too, of having a good spiritual practice. And that means to, whether it be a meditation, whether it be praying each day, quiet time. You don't need to sit with your legs crossed and do meditation somewhere to be with God or be with the essence. You can walk out in nature is a great place too. You can be in a mall, it can happen there too. So it's this intention to go within and come from that living well, that truth place of where we are, and to use that law to our best, to our betterment. And as we know, we are surrounded by this divine mind that works through us as us. And if we have a thought, we want to do something, we can go through this mind and through the law itself, and we can create from that law from a very spiritual place. So whenever we're really doing anything, we will hopefully coming from that very spiritual place, that wellspring of truth, basically. And I think Reverend Holmes, Dr. Holmes writes that you have the backing of the universe. I kind of like that, you have the backing of the universe. And Reverend Sherry talks about last week, something about wishing and hoping. And we can wish for something that may not happen, but hope brings us hope that we can reach there. And I'll add to that too, wish and hope, and then knowing. We know what we can do. We know we can be there. And talking about good spiritual practice, Dr. Holmes always spoke about less theory and more practice. That's what we're trying to do. We can think something and know something, but we can put it into practice also. Kind of treat and move our feet. I got a Holmes reading I want to read here. This is a really good book, by the way. If y'all haven't picked it up, this is really fascinating. Sometimes I go back to it. I found this paragraph that I think really directly affects, adds up to this talk that we're having today. This is on page 52 of the text. It's been proved, and by the way, proved probably should have been proven. I don't mean to correct Dr. Holmes' English, but we'll do this now. I'll go with proven, okay? It has been proven that by thinking correctly and by a conscious mental use of the law of mind, we can cause it, capital I, cause it to do definite things for us, through us. By conscious thinking, we give conscious direction to it. and it consciously or unconsciously responds to our advance along the line of our conscious or subjective direction. It's a big old bunch of fancy words there, but basically we can use this law for our own good. We go within and use it. I don't think I've ever corrected Dr. Holmes's English. I think that'd be a first here. It seemed very natural. Now, I spoke about two very principal ways to help with the decision making. And again, both these came from a practitioner from years ago. One is called value and cost. And this was a really important one for me because often in my past I'd make decisions. Sometimes they were around money. And it may be hard for me or something. Maybe I didn't feel like I had enough in the bank account, or I can't afford that. I used to go there, I can't afford that. I can't buy that. And it really sets a really bad tone, feeling when one said, I can't afford that. And this practitioner really helped me with this value and cost. So I'll give you an example. So let's say I go over to Carolyn Commons and I see this really nice leather jacket that I love, right? I put it on. It is totally me. It feels good. It looks good. And I said, yeah, I like this. This really looks good. And then I look at the price tag and it's $1,250. It's okay. But instead of me going, I can't afford that, by the way, but in the past, instead of me saying I can't afford that, what it is like, the cost of it is not worth the value to me. So if the leather jacket is $300 and I love it, the cost of it is worth the value to me because I like the looks of it and I want to look good. So that completely changed the way I looked at buying things. And it really helped me a lot and helped me with all kinds of decisions. It can help me in decisions of even in personal life. We have, I'll give another example of maybe a friend, calling you, and you live in Tempe and they live in Litchfield Park, and they got something going on out there. They'd love to have you come out. And I would think, well, is the cost of the time and the drive out there worth the value? Absolutely. I haven't seen this friend in a long time. It would be great to have fellowship with him. So you've got the Litchfield Park. So that's always just helped me, that value and cost. It was so easy. And I remember sitting there with the practitioner, and her backyard was just immaculate and beautiful. Sitting in the shade on a day like this. She said, blend value and cost. And it completely changed the way I looked at making decisions. Another way, a very practical way of making decisions has really helped me is 3 questions. So they are, does it fit the vision? Or does it fit your vision? Is the motive that you have, is it pure? And does it feel forced? I will guarantee you, if you apply these 3 questions to things that you want to buy or things you want to do, you will be able to make a decision quickly if you're right with yourself. So the first one, does it fit the vision? Does it fit the place where you want to be or want to go? Will it be helping you in some way to move forward and advance? So does it fit your vision of what you want to be or continue to be? Is the motive pure? If the motive is to, maybe I'll do this and I'll get something over here, or if you're looking to kind of get something out of something, maybe the motive is not there, but the motive is there, then that would be a yes. You would answer the first one, yes. Answer the second one, yes. The third one, does it feel forced? This one usually gets you, because we can kind of shut and jive our way through the first 2 sometimes, Yeah, motive's pure. Yeah, it fits my vision, yeah. Does it feel forced? Mm-hmm. I'll give you a really good example of this. So you're going out to, you have an older car, and you want a new car. Let's go buy a new car. So you go looking and you find one that you really like. Well, it's a nice Tesla, and you're just loving it. And it's the color blue, and it's beautiful, and just because you like the color blue, there it is, there's your car. And then you go and see, what the price is, and you say, okay, does it fit the vision? Yes, it fits the vision. I want a nicer car. I want something that has less, takes no gas, maybe electric, better for the environment. Yeah, I think it fits my vision. I want a safer car. Is my motive pure? Yeah, I think so. Like I said, I want a safer car. It's going to be better for me. I think I'll enjoy driving more because of that. And so, yeah, I think it fits the vision, and the motive is pure. Does it feel forced? To pay for the car, I'm going to have to get a side job, a side hustle, and maybe do some other things, maybe sell some other things. So when we get right with ourselves, well, the answer to that is yes, yes, no. That would be the place you want to be, as far as like, no, it doesn't feel forced. But in a case like that, it does feel forced. You're going to really give up a lot. So what we can do is make a better decision. Like, okay, maybe I don't need a new car. Maybe I need a car that's 3 years old and it's recertified. And the evaluation has been cut in half, right? So you go look at those. So now you're looking at on a Tesla, maybe you're looking at a hybrid. And say, okay, it's still take less gas, it's still better for the environment. And is the motive pure? Sure. Does it fit the vision? Yes. Does it feel forced? No, it doesn't. I don't have to get a second job and a side hustle to make payments on this. I can do it. I can handle that. So that's coming from a good decision. So those 3 questions, sometimes I'll say those to people and say, can you, let me copy those down again. But they're really important. It's a big deal. And it's really helped me out as far as making any kind of decisions and making the right decisions for me too. So those are 2 very, very practical ways of making everyday decisions. And I think if you do one of those for anything that you're trying to look at and see, I think of another value cost, by the way. I'm a guitar guy, I'm a musician too, it's like LeeLee. And yes, I would love to have one of those Gibson, big body Gibsons, and I said, well, I'd like to have one of those. And I'd go to see them, and they're about $4,500, okay? Or you can get an Epiphone, which the same company makes, big body Gibson, this Epiphone, it's like $700. Mm-hmm. So like looking at what's the value and cost. Would the value $700 be worth the cost? Yeah, $4,500. Maybe get a side hustle, okay? So I've gone through that before, by the way. You go to Guitar World or Guitar Center and go through that. So, decisions are the most important function of the individual mind. And again, we're making these decisions every day. And sometimes we make kind of mindlessly, and that's okay. But we're all the time making decisions, and we really key into the ones that are most important to us. Sometimes they're life-changing decisions also. I want to tell you a real personal story, and this happened just this past Friday. My beloved Nancy, 3 dogs, and her oldest one's 16, just turned 16 in January. I think it was a Poodle Blue Heeler mix, and she got the dog from up the northern reservation, north part of this the state, 16 years ago. And the last 6 months, as 16-year-old dogs do, started declining a little bit. We saw some things we're having to deal with. And still, her name was Abby. And Abby was one of the most stoic dogs. You ever been around dogs just like stoic? Looks great in profile. And just a really beautiful dog. So compliant, so loving, and just a beautiful animal. But Nancy, through these 6 months, Abby was doing things that we wondered what's going on there, and take her to the vet. Maybe we do some things, UTI maybe, or things going on. But Nancy had this thought of maybe something else is going on. He did an X-ray and didn't find anything, so we kept on and on until Friday. She said, "I'm going to take her back, and we're going to do another X-ray. Let's just see." And again, Nancy, I love Nancy is a strong spiritual practice of meditating and coming to making decisions and coming from that decision from a spiritual place, from our own divine spirit. And she took Abby to the vet on Friday, and they did an X-ray, and they found a big growth. And what was happening, this growth was backing up against spleen and other important organs that was causing some of this thing that she was going through. And being 16 years old, there's no way you're going to do surgery because you probably wouldn't survive. So Nancy was faced with an important decision in that moment. And it was a decision that was hard, but yet it was, I think, easy, because we can be selfish and make a decision like, oh, I'm gonna take her home and she can die at home. She'll die on her own, just in her bed. That's the way we want it as pet owners, it'd be easier on us. It's also a selfish way of doing it also. And so she had that decision to make, and she decided to put Abby down. But it would not be there at the vet in the office. The reason I'm bringing this up, because she made this decision to release Abby, but she did it in a way, and I was part of this too, that we brought her home, and the vets that she has, both of them, a married couple, were going to come out to her house. We'll do it there. And so we had the whole afternoon with Abby. We went out back, we took some pictures, and she was still wagging her tail and stuff, but we took some pictures, had some time with her. When that time came, the veterinarians came out to the house, and very loving. All four of us were on our knees around the dog, or petting, and procedure was going on. And Abby passed through the veil. It was so beautiful and loving. We had nice music going, and Nancy was right beside her head and being with her, and she just faded away. And Nancy always thought, like, she always knew that Abby she was such a compliant, beautiful dog that it would be no terrible ending. She would just go past the veil. And that's exactly what happened. So the decision she made on Friday morning to do that led to the perfect ending of a physical life for Abby. We opened the door, let her spirit fly out the door. It was just, I won't say it was just that easy, it was just that beautiful. So it was a beautiful decision. Again, a hard one, but yet one that was easy, because we love our pets. We sign on to be pet owners knowing it's a courageous thing. We sign up to be pet owners knowing that we're probably going to outlive them. And it is a courageous thing. And I thought this was really a wonderful example of making a decision. Also, Nancy having the intuition, something else is going on here. Something's going on, something more major. And the growth just happened to be behind a rib cage. That's why they didn't see it the first time. It's probably small. And so to go on with that, just to bring her home and continue with this, would have led to a really bad death, a bleed out maybe or something. You don't want that. So the decision was made. And knowing that for your love for your pet, it was an easy one, actually. Yeah. Does it fit the vision? Yeah. Vote of pure, yes. Does it feel forced? No. It was a yes, yes, no. It's a beautiful thing that happened. Their ceremony was beautiful. I loved being a part of it. We said a prayer over her and wished her well. And what a blessing the dog was. So, and the decisions we make are so very, very important. And we can come from a very knowledgeable, intelligent place in making these decisions, or we can not do that, but we're wanting a better result from an intelligent decision than an unintelligent decision. And we're coming from this place within where our wellspring of truth, where we can touch the seamless hem of truth itself within inside us. And that's where we're coming from. It works through us. As an inside job. Reverend Sherry and many others say it's an inside job. So that is where we want to bring our decisions from. Yes or no. Value and cost. Does it fit the vision? Is the motive pure, and does it feel forced? Yeah. So it doesn't feel forced for me to go into prayer now. How about that? There's a segue for you. Let's do that now. As we close our eyes. Just get centered. What a divine blessing it is to be here on this day that God has made. We come together in this divine fellowship. But Pray of Living Fellowship. I'm just knowing on this day that each person here and those watching online, that they know the center of their being is this divine essence of God. Divine essence that works through us as us. And I know that each person recognizes that any thoughts we may have goes into this divine law that goes out into the world. So we go within, we proclaim a decision or know something that we want to create, to bring into reality. And the universe has our back. And it comes forth to our reality. So I know that each and every person is coming from that divine place. For it is the most intelligent place that we can come from. Whether making decisions or whatever you want to be, we're coming from that intelligent place, that divine lighthouse within us all. Begin working through us as us. So I bless this knowing of this divine mind that works through us each and every moment. And we tap into this divine knowledge, this intelligence, and bring it to this world where our decisions are better made, we are better off, and those around us are better for the good that we've created through our thoughts, through our tapping into this one divine mind. What a blessing it is to know that as I speak this prayer here, I release this prayer knowing that what's been said here is the truth, because I have said it here, knowing that what is said here is true, for it is divine mind, again, working through me as me. What a blessing that is. So I release this prayer in the knowing, the peace and joy and love of the divine, of God itself. And for this I give so much great thanks. Amen, and so it is.
So it is. We are who we decide we are. We are who we decide we are. If anyone asks you who you think you are, we are who we decide we are. If you can dream it, you can redeem it. We are who we decide we are. We are who we decide we are. You are who you think you are. You are who you think you are. If anyone asks you who you think you are, you are who you think you are. You can dream it, you can redeem it. You are who you think you are. It's the call of your decision making, the sweet voice that you hear. Not making a decision, and still making a decision, my dear. Don't let anyone define who you are. Just listen to your heart. If anyone asks you who you think you are, honey, tell them I am who I think I am. I am who I decide I am. If anyone asks you who do you think you are, I am who I decide I am. If you can dream it, you can redeem it. You are who you decide you are. I am who I decide I am. We are who we think we are. We are who we decide we are.
Thank you, LeeLee. I love your songs. They feel good and they have such powerful words to them. What a gift. Thank you for sharing your gift with us and with the world, dear. It's wonderful. And Reverend Glenn, thank you so much for giving us the tools. I had shifted the first part you talked about in shifting in the way you're thinking and releasing the term, I can't afford that. I had done that. However, I'd never heard of asking this many questions. So I'm going to use that as a tool to feel that I really am making the best decisions and choices. So thank you so much. That's always good to get some new tools. It's a pleasure to have you here again. We get to hear him sing his songs often, but we don't hear him talk as often. So this was a real treat today. So now is the time for our conscious giving. It's a time when we participate in the divine law of giving and receiving by giving of our tithes and offerings. We invite you to join in this sacred practice by tithing here at CLF. CLF is a tithing church, so as you give to CLF, we tithe 10% of all our income to local nonprofit organizations that are serving our communities and making a real difference in the lives of real people. Our 2024 first quarter tithe recipient is UMOM. UMOM's mission is to end family homelessness by restoring hope and rebuilding lives. Yeah. Every night, they provide safe shelter and supportive services for nearly 700 individuals experiencing homelessness. That 700 includes 155 families and 130 single women. We're pleased to be able to support UMOM's mission. It's a very valuable one to help support the others. If you're online, you can click the donate button on our website or on our Facebook page, or you may use your cell phone to text to give. That number is 844-941-4360. For our in-person giving, we have an usher that will be coming forward to collect your tithes and offerings as we sing I Trust in God, and the lyrics are on the screen.
I'm thankful, so grateful. I am one with the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. I surrender. I am one with the Spirit all around me. I surrender. I trust in God. I'm thankful, so grateful. I am one with the Spirit all around me. I'm thankful, so grateful. I trust in God. I trust in God. I trust in God. I trust in God.
And now please join me in our offering blessing. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I circulate. Thank you, God, and so it is. Thank you, friend, for also serving as our usher today. Well, Nicole has the day off, so I will now be doing our announcements. She gets to rest just like Reverend Sherry. I hope she is. A reminder that we offer midday meditations Monday through Friday at noon on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. So please join us for our meditations. That can be part of your spiritual practice as well, too. The New Thought book study is underway, and they are studying An Altar in the World, a Geography of Faith by Barbara Brown Taylor. You can find a link for the book on our website and in our weekly newsletter. Just grab your copy and start reading, and you can then drop in through Zoom on Saturdays from 10 a.m. till noon. The second quarter is just around the corner, and we are looking for local nonprofit organizations to tithe to. If you have an organization that you would like to recommend, please fill out our online form and submit the BOT to the BOT for consideration. You can find the link on our website. After service, we have practitioners available to pray with you. Also on the welcome table is a prayer box if you want to submit a written prayer, or you can send an email to prayer@Creative Living Fellowship. And all we ask is that you put in the subject line prayer request so it gets to the right person. All of your prayer requests are prayed over by the core practitioners for 30 days. So let them do what they love doing most, and that's supporting us all in prayer. Fran, John, are you going to be doing fellowship today?
Yes.
And location? Here in the hotel? Okay, all right, so join Fran for fellowship after service, and so you can love on each other and just have a good time. You can find all of this information for all of our events, whether they're in person or online, on our website under events. So that brings us to recognizing also that it's important for us to keep using our prayer for supply, the treatment for supply, which is our community prayer. You can find it in your Science of Mind textbook on page 262. You can also find it on our website. And if you're in person, then there's a copy of it on the welcome table. Also, Reverend Sherry's been asking us, and this is, I think, a very important request, that we use a prayer for our country that was written by Ernest Holmes. I'm sure we're all aware of what's going on, not just in our country, but in the world, but in particular our country. So this is an important request for us to be using, and to be really using our prayer, the strength of our prayers, to support the growth and the positive growth of our country. We're going to be singing Let There Be Peace on Earth, but the lyrics are on the table and also on our website. Use the lyrics also for part of your meditations and your daily practices, because the words in this song are exactly where we want to come from. Let me be exactly what I want to see, which is peace. Continue to connect with each other. And now, if you'll stand, we'll do our closing affirmation before we do our closing song. So repeat with me. Something wonderful is happening in my life right now. I know it, I sense it, I feel it, and I thank God for it. And so it is.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my song of love. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let
blessings and have a fabulous week. See you next week. Reverend Shirley will be back next week.
Okay.
Yes.